Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people. Hit the like button, hit the share button. I love you and I'm in love with you. Kansas in Mississippi, roll the corn. Seven Flames, what up? Chris, what's up, brother? Follow Chris, follow Chris. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Royal Lee, roll the corn. Seven Flames, you already know what it is. Louisiana to California, Anaya. 1. Doing pretty good, Chris. Can't complain, man. Today, because I'm tired of this shit. Texas. I'm tired of this Moorish science shit. I'm tired of people using their tactics on my land, acting like they got something to do with the truth. Now, we got a little bit, but not a lot, and I'm going to break it down today. Lisa, what up? Because I'm sick of y'all with all this paperwork and all this shit coming across my timeline with all this leading my people the wrong way with all this. Farmer Dunn, roll the corn. Big Dream Creator, what up? I'm sick of this shit. It's too many people pushing paperwork. Roll the corn. Let's get to the bottom of this shit. Does this paperwork work or is it a scam? Let's get to the bottom of this shit. Because I'm about the only person that can explain this shit where you can understand it, right? Now, roll the corn, I love you and I'm in love with you. Bow my head to my people. We motherfucking got. Now, every time I get on TikTok or go on somebody's live, there's always somebody talking about fill out the paperwork. You don't know how to do it. You must take this to the court of law. Get your sovereignty through the court of law. Roll the corn. It sounds like to me two criminals negotiating for some sovereignty that they not finna get because they not from this land, or if they is from this land, they going about it the wrong way, right? Now, roll the corn. Let's go here first. Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali. Cool. Noble Drew Ali. Moorish Science Temple of America, 1913. Taught black Americans were of the Moorish descent. Right? Moorish sovereign citizens adopted this to claim immunity from U.S. laws. Historical records indicate all actually urged his followers to be obedient to the law and respectful to the government. This movement lies in belief that African Americans are descendants of the Moabites and are Moorish by nationality rather than black or Negro, which they view as slave labels. Okay. Now, Noble Drew Ali, right? Let's go look around. Let's go look around. Now, he said descendants of Moabites and Canaanites, which he considered being Moorish. Okay. Now, one thing that he did have right, I got to give Noble Drew Ali this. We are Canaanites. That is a fact. We are Canaanites now. But the Moorish part is the part that comes from overseas. So you are mixing indigenous bloodlines to America with Moorish teachings of Spain and Morocco. That shit don't go together, Noble Drew Ali. Yes, white people were Moors. Let me get to that. Let me get to that. Now, when I break this down, I'm gonna lead you up to what my answer, my explanation for this is. I gotta show y'all the receipts first. Then I'm gonna show y'all what's going on with this paperwork. Right? Because this Moorish stuff ain't got nothing to do with the indigenous people of the land. That is mixing two things together. That's the problem with this. Right? You can't say you come from a Moorish, Spanish, Morocco bloodline, then claim to be an American Indian. That is a contradiction. Right? That's like me riding in a Chevrolet trying to put forward parts on the motherfucker. That don't go together. See, when you mix Moorish and indigenous Indian to the land, it don't go together. Because Moorish is not of Timeri. So you're putting two things together to try to, see, they know, see, these people trying to be smart. They trying to outsmart you, right? They know the only way to be sovereign in America is to be an Indian. They know that. So they put this shit together. They put the Moorish shit with the Indian shit, merge it together. Now they try to claim sovereignty. But all you had to do was take the Moorish shit out of there and go back to your indigenous roots of the land. You don't got to be no Moor to be indigenous to the land. See, they tried to make it synonymous with each other. You can't do that. They don't go together. It's oil and water. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Now, they had nationality cards. Members were issued nationality and identity cards, often referred to as passports, which they believe recognized the Moorish American rather than U.S. citizens. Now, what they are doing is they are selling paperwork, people. They are selling documents. They always selling documents. We're going to sell you a passport. We're going to sell you a sovereignty to the land. We're going to sell you a deed to the house you don't own. We're going to say, see, it's really a hustle, people. It's really a hustle, right? It's really a hustle. You get fraudulent paperwork that the federal government going to throw your ass away for using, but you buy it. You are buying jail time. When you buy this shit from these people, you buying jail time. Because the federal government going to look at you as a threat. They're going to look at you as a scammer. They're going to look at you as somebody trying to get over. See, it's really contradicting each other. You're going to find yourself in a world of trouble fucking with their paperwork. I'm telling y'all now. You keep on thinking you smart and you on the internet trying to sell shit with their paperwork. I'm telling y'all now. You keep on thinking you smart and you on the internet trying to sell shit Shit. Hold on. Give me a two in the chat. Give me a two in the chat. 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 See, y'all be in these lives talking all this paperwork and undercover Moorish ass shit. But y'all gonna have to hold up for that shit. See, y'all playing a dangerous game. You playing a dangerous game, ain't nobody telling y'all this shit. Keep on doing that shit. Roll the coin. Keep on. Keep trying to sell your paperwork and lie about your land. Come on, sign your paperwork to come on over here on the land and keep on doing that shit and come on with a coat and all that old shit. Come on with it. The federal government on that shit, bro. They on that shit. I'm telling y'all now. So keep playing around, thinking you smart. Just like the men before you thought they were smart. Where they end up? Huh? Where all of them at? Where they nations at? Where they land at? See, we talking in reality now. We ain't talking about no fucking straw man and all that. We talking reality. Where they at? Huh? Now, let's keep going. Courts have repeatedly ruled that all persons born or naturalized in U.S. are subject to its laws, regardless of claimed Moorish nationality. The court don't give a fuck about you trying to claim you know more. You think they showing love because you in there talking about you a Moor? Ain't no love in the court. They keep telling you to go to court with the paperwork and ain't no love in there. Take your ass in there where ain't no love in. Keep going in there. I'm going to show y'all a real court case of what them people say about this stuff. Now, like I said, these people know that the only way to become sovereign under a government is through trying to be an Indian. They know that. So they use both of them as a ploy to play around with people. Right? Frivolous filing. Modern Moorish sovereign filing are dismissed by judges as frivolous and legal meritless. They are not showing love to your paperwork. Frivolous filing of paperwork, shit you printed on a cheap ass computer, put your name on it, folded it up, put it on your shirt. That shit don't work. I got a Moorish card. Who printed that motherfucker? The Moors? Who printed your ID, bro? Who printed it? A nigga in the basement? You gonna get it to some white people and they gonna let you go. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Now, the mainstream Moorish science temple distances itself from these sovereign legal tactics. Noble Drew Ali didn't really file no paperwork. Noble Drew Ali didn't file no paperwork. He just taught Moorish science teachings. He didn't file nothing over here. He might have filed it with the United Kingdom or something, but he didn't file it over here. Now, the first people to file sovereignty are these people. Roll the coin. Now, they know that indigenous people are the first to claim sovereignty. They know that. So they use this to go along with the Moorish science to try to obtain sovereignty. But you can't be no Morocco Moor and be an American Indian. It is a contradiction. It don't go together. They keep teaching that shit go together, it don't. Let's keep going. Now, in 1970, the Posse Comitatus movement. This movement was deeply rooted with white supremacy, anti-Semitism, and far-right Christian nationalist ideologies. What? Now, the first paperwork filed was by white supremacists to be sovereign in America. I thought this was for indigenous people. I thought this was for people from the land to file. While white supremacists, anti-Semitism, far-right Christians filing to be sovereign in the U.S. court. I thought there was some melanated people shit. It's not. It's not. Anybody can file it. Because these people filed it. Posse Comitatus. Now let's keep going. The movement was founded by white supremacists who believed the federal government was illegitimate and aimed to protect the rights of white Christians. Paper terrorism. This is what these motherfuckers doing with this paperwork. It is paper terrorism. No, this is what the court called it. Paper terrorism. You go to jail for terrorism. Keep filing your paperwork, passing it on the internet, on your website to get signed. Keep on doing this shit. Keep on. This what they're going to come to your ass with right here. You're going to be in the feds. Because you're going about this shit all the wrong way, listening to these damn fools. Now, early members of the Posse Comitatus initiated the tactics of paper terrorism. 70s and 80s filing false liens, lawsuits, sovereign documents to harass government officials, tax authorities, and law enforcement. The movement ideology is rooted in the belief that the 14th Amendment, passed after the Civil War, converted white Americans into slaves of the federal government. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Watch this. Roll the coin. Sovereign citizens filed fraudulent documents, affidavits of truth and redemption, filing in an effort to separate themselves from the U.S. citizenship. Right? Roll the coin. Let's keep going. The FBI and other law enforcement agencies have identified the movement as a significant domestic threat. Now, the FBI wants you to keep filing that paperwork, keep playing with that paperwork, acting like you a Moorish, and acting like they own that shit. So either you one of the two. You one of the two. You either with this shit, or you finna get fucked up by this shit. It's one of the two playing with the paperwork. Right? One of the two. Let's go back. Now later, let me show y'all something. Later down the line, people like Dr. York come into play, right? Where he's talking the same thing, and he talking about sovereign citizenship, and there you go again, right? Over and over again, it keep happening. All these people from the white movement got into it with police officers and got threw away, right? Now let's keep going. Let's keep going. The Posse Comitatus, right? Conspiracy-minded, anti-government, anti-Semitic message linked to white supremacy. Christians. Let's keep going. They practice survivalism, armed citizens militias, right? Paper terrorism, false liens, mounting frivolous legal actions against them. The Christian patriot movement is a sovereignty movement. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Look what they claim to be. The white supremacists claim to be Israelites. Oh my God. The white supremacists believe that they are the true Israelites, the people who are chosen by God. I think we heard this story before. I think we saw this story before a couple of times. This is interesting. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Now, they say no law higher than the sheriff of the town. Federal law ain't got nothing to do with them. Only law they go under is the sheriff. This is what they think now. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Some posse members embrace this anti-Semitic, white supremacist beliefs as Christian identity. That's crazy. Now, members of the posse had refused to pay taxes, obtained driver licenses with regulatory authorities. They obtained driver license through the posse, right? Just like the Moors do. They claim the United States fiat money, right? Fiat money. Same thing the Moors do. The YT people do. Do. The YT people do. Put the coin in the chat. 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 Roll the coin. Now, they using driver licenses. No taxes, just like the Moors, the white supremacist group. Fiat money talk, just like the whites, just like the Moors. Fiat money talk, just like the whites, just like the Moors. It's the same thing, people. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. It keep messing up. It keep messing up. Y'all got me? Now, they are doing the same things as the Moors. Fiat money backed in gold with all this same teaching over and over again. Don't matter who teaching it, it matter what they trying to do, right? Now, what they trying to do is go against the government with some type of sovereignty from a whole nother land. Because sovereignty go back to Europe and Africa. That shit go back over there. It started over there. It don't start over here. Until the government gets set up, then these people do this shit in America. Now, let's keep going. Now, counterfeiting and tax evasion, they hit these people with that. The federal government, they get into a shootout with the federal government. These people are deemed terrorists in America. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, look what it says. Look what it says. Pseudo-legal methods. Members of the posse claimed the federal government was illegitimate and highest level authority was the local sheriff. Used fraudulent documentation, fake deeds and licenses to recruit new members and assert their ideology. This is where I want to get y'all to. This is where I want to get y'all to. Fake deeds and licenses to assert their ideology. Now, what are these niggas doing on the internet? What are these smart-ass people doing on the internet? They got these fake deeds and licenses trying to assert their ideology on our people. They still doing the same oldest trick in the book today. People, they come on your live, sign the paperwork. We got all the paperwork. Do your genealogy. Sign the paperwork. It's $49.99. It's $19.99. We're going to get you a license, deeds, and land patents. It's the same old hustle, people. The hustle is washed up. You get it? It's a hustle. They use against our people to join this bullshit. Come on, live out here in Florida. Come on, live out here in Alabama. Sign the paperwork. Pay for this. Pay for that. Fake deeds and licenses to recruit new members. Now, when you a fake-ass Indian tribe, now this is where the knowledge come in at. These same people are claiming to be American Indians trying to use the same move as the Moors. See, now they know they come with an American Indian tribe name instead of Moorish. You come with Yamasee. You come with the Amun, the tribe of Amun, and all this other shit. Pay your money to join. It's a scam. You don't get it? Because they know what we own now. So you got to switch the hustle, people. Ain't nobody buying Reggie no more. They want gas. So now you switch the Moorish Reggie trapping to the gas trapping of the American Indian. What you mean, Yamasee Truth? I ain't gonna get into that. Yamasee is an indigenous tribe, but people are using these tribe names as Moorish science gathering type shit, bro. And I ain't on here to expose nobody, but people are using tribe names to gather members. They're gonna pay them. And that shit ain't right. And I'm the only person gonna say this shit because I ain't scared of you niggas. They using tribe of moon, the tribe of a moon, and the tribe of this and that, and they want to gain members by monetary value. They started off as Moors. Now they Indians. You think I don't see through that shit? I know what they doing. I just don't speak on it because it ain't my business. But it becomes my business when y'all start trying to get our people to sign up and get recruited as members with all this paperwork shit. Let's keep going. Now, in 1983, these people get into it with the police, the so-called sovereign white supremacists, and you see what happened. Nothing. Pew-pew battles. That's it. That's all you getting is pew-pew battles and put in cuffs. Threw away for 100 years. That's it. That's it. He say, I'm a cold goofy. Director of the MCI. I know you a Moor. I know you a Moor. Let me ask you something, MCI. I bet y'all got that goddamn paperwork to sign up, don't you? Show me your member paperwork, Moor. Where your member paperwork at to sign up at, nigga? Huh? I bet you got that. I bet you want our people to sign up for the money, for a fee, nigga. Don't come over and play with me. I ain't scared of you niggas. Where your paperwork to sign up for a fee at that they've been doing forever? Pulling our people into a whole nother ideology that ain't got nothing to do with us. We don't go in there and beg no court with no paperwork. I'm not begging them people with no motherfucking paperwork. Who I look like? See, it's a new age of nigga out here, bro. I'm one of them. This ain't the old nigga thinking. I'm going to join Islam. I'm going to join the Moors. I'm going to join somebody who I think is militant and now, bro. You cannot mix my great-grandmama blood from the soil of Mississippi with nothing Moorish. I ain't going for that. Can't do it, bro. My people don't try to trick an entity that ain't here to be tricked. You can't trick the trickster. Let's keep going. Now you got Dr. York, right? Compound in Georgia was a sovereign nation, right? Then he come back with sovereignty. York filed a lawsuit claiming that he was Native American and that the U.S. legal system had no jurisdiction over him. Now, this is where the bullshit come in. You can't be Moorish and an American Indian. Not in no courtroom, you can't. If you're trying to go to court. I ain't trying to go to court, so this shit don't matter to me. Either you from here with the teachings of ancient mound builders, or you teaching Moorish science. It's two different things. Y'all can act like it's the same. It's not. It's not. You think the mound builder was passing out paperwork trying to get members? No. It came through bloodlines. You are trying to get recognized by people who are not going to recognize you in the first place. But these Moorish people, I already knew the only way to try to file sovereignty was to claim to be an American Indian. And they still doing that shit today. That's why they weren't claiming this shit in the 70s and 80s. Then when it switched up and they figured out that you have to try to be an American Indian, now you got Moors claiming to be Indians. Look like to me they was confused, and then they found out what they had to use. Then they switched the game. That's what it looked like to me. Because if there was the truth, you would have been claiming American Indians from the start. You would have never said nothing about no Moorish or Morocco or none of that. You would have just claimed American Indian, the way we do today. Indigenous American, Abara Shawnee. Right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Same thing the white tea people did, paper terrorism. Tactics common to sovereign citizen movement, which often includes filing legal documents to harass public officials and claiming immunity from taxes and laws. Federal authorities did not recognize this sovereignty. They don't care about that shit, bro. The only sovereignty they even consider is American Indians. Now, that's why Dr. York started claiming to be an American Indian. I hate to put him out there like that, but he wasn't claiming it at first. Till he figured out the laws, now he want to claim to be an Indian. Everybody know this shit. But why you didn't do that from the start? Roll the corn. Once they start trying to figure out what they can use, they start to transition over to that. Let's keep going. Now the Washington Moors, right? Moorish. Claim the same thing. Now, by mixing Moorish teachings with indigenous people, you are doing a disservice to your people. Because we can go straight to source, bro. We ain't got to beat around the bush acting like we from all over the world and all this shit. And we can go straight to source, straight to the land, straight to the mound, straight to the people. We ain't got to do all this Moorish science to get nowhere. You ain't got to be both. But they thought you did. It might have been the miseducation of our people. It could have went that way, right? Which I'm not mad at that, but today is a new day. It's not the old days with that type of teaching. Y'all can let that old hustle go. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. Let's keep going. Let it go. Now, Moorish versus indigenous. While many Moorish groups focus on descent from Moroccan Moors, the Indian claims they have specific tactics used by groups like the Washita to claim land-based indigenous rights. You can't put them together, people. How you a Moroccan Moor and you an Indian? It don't mix. Now you got niggas like Kevin Gates screaming Morocco, Morocco. Nigga. Your bloodline ain't from no damn Morocco. But y'all lost and you think you smart, but you really lost, bro. You lost at home on your own land. I mean, going to Morocco, now I'm Islam. Now I'm a Muslim Indian. See, now I'm a Muslim Indian. I think I'm smart. I'm a Muslim and I'm an Indian. How you talking about your mama and them Taino Indians, but you a Muslim? The fuck out of here. Let's keep going. Let's get into the court cases. Right? Because this shit is stupid. Somebody got to call it out. Now, this is a court case of John Jones Bay against the state of Indiana. Aboriginal, indigenous, Moorish American. Why y'all always got to throw this Moorish shit in there? Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Now watch this. Moorish Science Temple claimed to be descendants of Moors from where? From where? Moorish Science Temple of America claimed to be descendants of Moors of northern where? Africa. Though they are not. Moors are mixed Berber and Arab descent rather than being African American. There we go. Let's just get down to the goddamn nitty gritty. There we go. Why we claim to be African and Arab American Moors? That shit is slow, is a turtle in the snow. You African, you Arab, teacher, and you Indian. Which one you is, nigga? Huh? Them three different people. You all three of them, huh? Now, watch this. Mixed with Berber and Arab, descend rather from being African American in the usual sense of being descended from black Africans. The only purpose of the Moorish Science Temple, founded in the 1920s by Noble Drew Ali, whose followers called themselves Moors, in place of more conventional designations such as black. African American and colored was the claim, government recognition, all respect to full citizenship, rather than second-class descendants of slaves. Okay, I understand that part. That part is cool. We're not no descendants of no damn slave. That's true. But at the same time, why we got to be African and Arab and American? Why? Who taught y'all that? They don't come from this land. They come from another land teaching this shit. Now you got people who are originally from this land claiming African and Arab descendants. They just happen to be in America. No, bro, that's foolish. Get the fuck out of here. Roll the call. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking, bro. The Moorish Science Temple in Georgia denounces sovereign citizenship propaganda as completely asinine and asked the Moors not to adopt the ideals of these European groups who at their core hate Moors' very existence. Let's read that again. The Moorish Science Temple in Georgia denounced sovereign citizenship propaganda as completely asinine and asked that Moors not adopt the ideals of these European groups who at their core hate Moors' very existence. Why do the Europeans hate Moors? This ain't even American history, people. The fuck? That history went on in the Mediterranean Sea. Way over there. Why y'all bringing that beef from way over there, way the fuck over here, and still claiming it? Y'all bought a Spanish Iberian Peninsula beef to Washington, D.C. You motherfuckers. Europeans hate Moors because Moors ruled their people for 800 years. That's why Europeans hate Moors. This shit go back way farther than Tamari history. That's y'all history over there. The Moors enslaved y'all ass for 800 years. Now, Europeans hate y'all ass. Now we over here claiming to be the same people that the Europeans hate in the European court of law. That's the stupidest shit I've heard in my damn life. We know the truth now. Whew. The mortal enemy of the government and the Roman Catholic Church and all of that is Moors. They turned some of them into Roman Catholics, crypto Jews. That's a fact. But some of them did not go. Some of the Moors didn't go. So therefore, Europeans hate them. They fought them in wars all over Europe and Africa, nigga. Don't you know the Moors fought wars against Europeans for hundreds of years? The Europeans hate them. This is European and African history. You want me to pull it up? We ain't got to pull it up, dude, because y'all already know this, right? If you don't know this, you really don't know nothing. You can go back to the drawing board, big dog. Now, why are my people over here claiming this shit? Going into court with fraudulent paperwork against a mortal enemy of a Moor. He said, you are Moroccan. You a damn lie. Let me block you, because you a hunter-gatherer. You get your ass out of here. Roll the call. Now, and I'm finna call this shit out, and I don't care who don't like it. That damn Courtney girl and her little dirty ass boyfriend. Yeah, Courtney and your little dirty boyfriend. Yeah. Y'all are using Moorish tactics. You think I don't know what y'all be doing in these lives? Y'all using Moorish tactics all through these folk lives, acting like y'all smart and sharp and all y'all are blood-sucking, thirsty, little dusty little couple. Running through these places, acting like y'all kicking knowledge. You little dust bunnies. Bringing that old fake-ass knowledge to your own people. You the lowest form of being on the planet. You little fucking hunter-gatherers. Come on down here and join the tribe in Alabama. Sign the paperwork to be a member. You motherfuckers. If truth now when I come with the land, ain't no piece of paperwork attached to nothing. Just come on the land. We ain't signing nothing. Signing for what? Sign up for the tribe of Amaru, whoever that nigga is. You a piece of juice coming off the back of the truck, nigga. Y'all going against y'all own people with all this other teaching, mixing it with this, bro. You can't mix this with that, bro. You can't mix real shit with bullshit. Paper terrorism is what y'all doing. Keep on doing it. Roll the corn. The Choctaw enslaved my people. Yeah, the French and Native American Choctaw, yeah, them, not the Choctaw, not the Choclaw. You damn lame. Choctaw was an anglicized word for Choclaw in Hebrew. It's a cultural assimilation of a people. The fake Choctaw had your people out there working in the field. Nigga. Take that stupid ass information to somebody who don't know no better. These people didn't create no names. They didn't create no tribes. All these names come from something ancient and before them. If you don't know that, you still screaming about the 5 civilized tribes. Them ain't our people at the time when they became the 5 civilized tribes. They already culturally assimilated for years before they become the 5 civilized tribes. You think Truth Now bloodline was on the Council of the Choctaw in 1830 when the Trail of Tears got signed, nigga? No. Them were French and Native American bloodlines. The government sent French officers to trading posts in the South to mix with natives, and their sons became the chiefs of tribes. You think I don't know this shit? You talking about a French-ass, police-ass daddy. An agent. But these are the people you claim made you a freedman. You ain't no damn freedman. I was enslaved by Choctaws, and now I'm a Choctaw freedman. No, the fuck you not. How you an African, then you become a Choctaw freedman? What the fuck? Don't you know them people done to you? They made the original people prisoners of war and culturally assimilated their name. Don't you see the truth? Roll the corn. Now you out here talking about some, I ain't no Choctaw, I'm a Moor. I just want to be a Moor. Because you think them Native Americans the real Choctaws, you damn fool. Bringing up all this paperwork that out. Let's keep going. Let's get into this paperwork a little deeper. Roll the corn. Let's go look and see what it say. Roll the corn. Moore's name is spelled in capital letters in the government document. The name identifies not the individual, but instead the corporate shell identity, huh? Or in other words, the straw man controlled by the government. Then what they want to say. Now, she teaches that they were Moors, which is true. But you not no Moor, you are M-U-U-R. And you didn't come from no Africa, who traveled north to America before Africans did. No, we ain't traveled to no North America. We was already here the whole damn time. Take all that shit out of this paperwork. We got creation stories from the dirt of the Mississippi River. How the fuck we traveled here? Our creation story don't come from no traveling. It come from the dirt. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Frivolous litigations. He is not a sovereign citizen. He's a U.S. citizen. Therefore, unlike, right, his suit is frivolous and was therefore properly dismissed. He was lucky to be spared sanctions for filing such a stupid-ass suit in this courtroom. This Moore went into the courtroom. They said, boy, if you don't get your ass out of here, you really lucky we don't throw your ass away for playing. You really lucky. Get up out of here before we file these charges on your ass for all this frivolous paperwork you filed. You really lucky you don't get 40 years, nigga. Get your ass out of here before we want to hit you with the 40. Before we give you a 40-ounce OE, nigga. Big 40-ounce, 40 years in the feds. You don't want the 40-ounce OE. You don't want that. For all these frivolous paperwork y'all printing out on y'all cheap-ass printers at home. You think that paperwork on the printer from the house gonna get you all that shit back? You got to be out your mind. Now, these people said that this suit is frivolous and therefore properly dismissed. He was lucky to be spared sanctions for filing such a suit in my YT ass courtroom. Boy, you, the nerve of you to come up here with this fake ass paperwork talking about you sovereign. We ought to Give your ass some Buck Roger years. For even playing on GP, we ought to blast your ass, but we're going to let you make it. Just don't come up in here with this shit no more. Now, let's keep going. I ain't through. Let's get to the bottom of this shit. Roll the coin. Let's get to the bottom. Now, the sovereign citizenship movement is, we do not mean to task the district judges in the circuit for having to delve into the history of every particular organization involved in every case before them. Often the organization either played no significant role in the events leading up to the case of it. Organization already well known in the court. Moorish Science Temple are at once sources of difficult litigation and not well known outside the sovereign citizen movement. The judgment of this district court is affirmed. Throw it out. It's garbage. Now, this is my breakdown on what's been going on the land. This is my breakdown. Somewhere, somehow, Moorish people got around our people and started trying to kick knowledge. They was kicking European and African knowledge to our people somewhere in America, and somebody was listening. Listening to these niggas from overseas try to tell us what we need to do with the government. So somehow, some way, our people started to believe that shit. I can be a Moor and I can get around this government. I can start my own movement with my members and charge them to be members, and I can go against the government. I don't even know my real history. I don't know if I'm from here or there, but I know if I claim this, I got something to hold on to. Because they preaching it so hard, it must be true. Okay. Now, we get leaders like Noble Drew Ali who are trying to study our history, and he got so far because he did say our people were some type of Canaanites, which I believe also. That is true. It's true. But that is before Moorish upbringings over there. When you speak of Canaanite, you're speaking of ancient bloodlines, not new bloodlines. Moorish bloodlines are new bloodlines. Way after Canaanites. So you can't put that together. The timeline is off. Canaanites is BC times. Moors is not BC times. So Moorish science is not BC information. So therefore, you can't put them in under the same umbrella. Right? Now, you start to get a following. Now people are spreading this shit all over the land. Right? Then I started to see Moorish teachers become melanated American Indian chiefs. And I started to think. Now see, I'm just old enough to know the truth. I ain't no young nigga like that. I'm 40-some years old. I remember when these certain Indian chiefs who melanated was Moors in the 90s. But I don't speak on it because it ain't my place. But I know who y'all started off to be. See, I know y'all was Moors at first. Next thing I know, y'all got feathers all over y'all head claiming to be chiefs. Right around the time Dr. York did it. Yeah. Now, I'm not mad at y'all getting more enlightened about y'all background. But what I'm mad about is you can't mix the two, brother. Once you find out who you really are, you got to dismiss that other shit. That's the only real thing you can do. If you try to put both of them together, you misleading your people, bro. Once you come into an information of the truth, you must dismiss lies. I don't care if your whole life got to change. That's the only way to accept the truth. So don't claim to be a Moorish science temple teacher. Then you claim to be an American Indian Yamasee. You can't do both. That make me question if you a Yamasee at all. Because if you knew you was a Yamasee from birth, you would have never took on a Moorish science temple teaching. Right? If your ancestors showed you who you was from the start, you would have never took on no other theology. You get it? My people told me from the door, you ain't no Muslim, you ain't no Moor, you ain't none of that. That teaching comes from a foreign land. They don't come from where we at right now, boy. So don't you get out here and try to act smart and act like you one of them people. You not. And I ain't trying to disrespect that culture. I'm talking about myself. Now, as I look around and see all these different cultures, a lot of y'all that's in these other cultures don't even come from that, bro. You just claim that because it was convenient. Just claim it because you're convenient. Somebody in the chat so I can show them that we ain't African. Bro, America is the oldest land on the planet, bro. Hell no, you ain't no African. This the oldest land mass on the planet. Man sprung from this soil first. Facts. Now, what we got to do is, now, to get to a conclusion of what all this shit I just showed y'all, right? All this paperwork, 95% of it is fraudulent. It's fraudulent, people. All this sign this and go to my website and sign that and do this and do that is not for us to do. Because who are we taking it to? You gonna take it to a people who already was criminals when they got here and expect a kind gesture from a criminal? It ain't gonna happen. So these people are always talking about their land and come on over here and do this and do that. Sign up. Now you got fake Indian paperwork talking about sign up to be in a tribe, bro. These people are using old Moorish frauds and switching it up to Indian frauds right in your face. We're going to switch from this to this. Because they're going to bite this. This is the new hustle. This is the new trap. Now, what I believe in is you just come together with your people, right? That's all I believe in. Just come together with your people and do agriculture and build houses and help children and help our people out that's homeless. And that's all I really believe in. I can't believe in all these trap paperwork, bro. Either we going to go hard or we going to go home. Ain't no in between. I can't trick them people, bro. Us trying to trick them people is a waste of time and energy. Them people have mastered the art of tricknology. You can't trick them. You either got to bust their head or go about your way and do something about your people and help your people, bro. Ain't no in between. Let me say that again. You either got to go hard, you know what I mean, or you got to go peaceful. With nobody inclined in no type of paperwork or cult or no paying no fees or none of that. You get it? So if you ain't ready to go hard, you got to go the peaceful route and help your kind. Because you already know who you are. We don't need no paperwork to tell me who I am, bro. The only paperwork that showed our people who we were was already taken out the mounds, already taken out the pyramids and temples. They got all of it, bro. The only paperwork I want to read is from an ancient culture down in Mississippi writing about my bloodline from the bloodline they created. That's the only paperwork I ever cared about. That's why I look for artifacts. They paperwork don't mean nothing to me. What these people wrote on the wall, what these people put on the artifact, what these people got in the mounds and on old structures, that means a lot to me. But what they talking about? Nothing. So now, it's a new day, right? It's a new day. You're not no African American. You're not no Negro. You're not no Moor. You're not even no damn Israelite. You ain't really none of that. These are terms that came about in history. You are the agriculture people of Timeri. Let's go way back to the beginning. You are the agriculture bloodline born from this land who put the first crops on this land. That's it. That's it. What we done became Hebrew. What we done became hieroglyphics. What we done became the Nile and what we done became greatness. We ain't got to be under no name. Now, true enough, a collection of people from this land come from all different type of tribes, people. People always talking about go do your genealogy, but everybody can't trace their genealogy back to no tribe. That shit sound good, but everybody can't trace their genealogy back to no tribe, bro. Because all our history was taken and dispersed of, right? If I ain't have my great grandmama, I wouldn't know the difference. I could trace it back to where we was at on the land, but I can't, a lot of people can't trace it back to the exact tribe and bloodline they come from because their records are gone. Y'all steady screaming genealogy. Over half our people cannot find their tribe line. Yes, you could trace it back to the land, that's a fact. But we gotta, but we need all of our history, not just a piece of it, right? Some people could trace it back to a tribe. They can't trace it back to the land. Some people could trace it back to the land, but can't trace it back to the tribe. So us just up here claiming tribes is not the way. This 2026. Everybody can't prove it because they records are gone, right? Now what we can prove is that our people was here before these became states. My people was in Mississippi before Mississippi was a state. That means a lot. That means a lot, people. So therefore, before your government got set up, my people was already here. Therefore, we from this land, right? Because ain't no Mississippi plantation if it ain't no Mississippi. Ain't no Alabama plantation if ain't no Alabama. They come after the governments were set up. So now, when I go into my shit, and my grandma and them was there the first year Mississippi was a state, they was already there, people. There go your paperwork right there. My people was already on the land before you hunter-gatherers ever set up your state there. Therefore, I am Abara Shoni to the land. Simple. Now, my people told me, Shatta, at their own mouth, this don't come from no book reading, this don't come from no none of that. They told me what the hell you are. And we agriculture people. Simple. And we were here before Mississippi was a state. Ain't no census roll before a state was formed. The state writes the census. So quit playing like you would take your genealogy back to 1200. Stop playing, bro. Y'all niggas be on the internet lying and playing. I can trace my genealogy all the way back to Jesus. You a damn lie. Nigga be on here capping. I can trace my genealogy all the way back to Egypt. You a lie. Roll the corn. The farthest I can trace my genealogy back with some government paperwork is the 1500s. Come on now. Be realistic. Then you got to do what you call extensive research after that. Now, some people go back farther, but some people, it dies right there because they can't find nothing else. We are the only people on the planet whose history dies in the 1500s. Y'all stop playing on this internet, bro. That's for a reason, though. Because they don't want you to know where you come from. So you go back farther than that, it's going to take your ass right back to them 12 tribes of Israel. They don't want you to know that shit. They ain't not going to let you go back and find that. You got to find that on your own. That's why they teach you history coming from their history, their timeline. Your timeline go back tens of thousands of years before they ever wrote a census roll on their land. My great grandmama and them had tobacco out there so old, people. You don't even want to know, bro. Nicotania rustica. My people grew Nicotania rustica, nigga. That's the same tobacco in the damn lungs of Ramses the fucking... See, you take this shit way back. My people were growing the same tobacco Ramses had in his goddamn stomach. The strongest, oldest, most ritual tobacco on the planet. Now, why they still growing that shit? In the 1930s and 40s before the land got took all the way. Why they still growing it? And they was there for Mississippi was a state. See, this stuff is way farther and deeper than you think, people. Let me give y'all my rundown. Because I want y'all to understand my rundown of history from what I researched and what I know to be true. I ain't going to give y'all no fluffer. That Mississippi Delta has a creation story of man, and he brown, people. The Mississippi Delta has a creation story of the river and the land creating the first melanated man older than Africa. The Mississippi River flowed way before the Nile, people. Our people named the Nile. That's how young the Nile is, nigga. We named the motherfucker. You think the Nile older than the Mississippi? You Crazy. Nigga, we named the noun. When you name something, that means you went over there and named it. Nachal. Nachal. Snake people. Nachal. You got that big ass snake out there in Ohio on the ground. Who think put that shit out there? Then they go name the river across the world, Nachal. Then they over there in Mizraim or the southwest of America, they talking about the people of two lands. We sowed a seed on foreign land. Your ancestor told you they sowed a seed on foreign land. Go look up the Hoven Weep inscription found on the Utah-Colorado line. They wrote it on the wall. We sowed seeds in foreign land. What do you think they're talking about? Huh? Let me show y'all something, bro. Roll the coin. Let me teach you something. Now, we leave the Mississippi River. We set up on the Amazon River, 5,000-year-old Monte Garde pyramids in the Amazon in Peru, predate Egypt. This shit predates Egypt. Now, the tribe from the Mississippi River go to the Amazon, South America, and Mexico first and build pyramids or mound pyramids on the Amazon River that look just like the Mississippi River. This predates Egypt. Now, we do that first. We leave North America and we go to Mexico and Peru and down to Central America and South America. From up here on the Mississippi, down to the Amazon, down to Mexico. Now where we go from there? Where we go from there? Huh? Roll the coin. Then to the islands. Then we start getting boats to the islands. Then where we go from there? You starting to get it. To the Mediterranean Sea on boats. This is the era of the Phoenician, the Sidonian. They are still using their ancient name from Mississippi, people. They are still telling, okay, this is how I know this to be true. They found the artifact in Brazil with a Phoenician Hebrew inscription that said, we are the Sidonians, the son of the children of Sidon. We traveled around foreign continents in our boats in Brazil. They found this. Sidon is the Mississippi Delta, people. I'm telling you what I know. Now, they settle in the Mediterranean Sea, still calling themselves Sidonians. The Greek called them Phoenicians. Let's get into some more history. Roll the coin. The Greeks called them that. Now, let's look at this, right? Let's go look at this right here. Roll the coin. Now, in context of the Phoenician origin theory, the name Africa, Afar, right? Afar is believed to mean dust. See, I'm going to tell y'all where this shit come from. Now, the Sidonian called the land of Africa Afar, believed to mean dust. They established colonies in North Africa. Used this term to describe the dry, dusty, desert-like landscape of the region. A fur. That is Hebrew for dusty. Desert. Dry, nigga. Now, a fur, afar, dust, land of Afri, the Romans called the Berbers, land of Afri, with a fur being the singular form for their inhabitants. Alternative theory, Phoenicians. Theory suggests the name derives from, right, Friqui or Parica, meaning corn and fruit. Corn and fruit and dusty. Let's put this shit into context. Let's put this shit into context because this is the truth. Now, if we come from a paradise place with water and grass, we come from a place with water and grass and fruits and corn and goddamn boats and beautiful people, then we pull up to the Dust Bowl. Then we whip our ship up to the Dust Bowl, pull up. We like, damn, a fur. A fur. You get it? A fur. A fur. This land is dusty. Dry. And it is the desert. This is a real Paleo-Hebrew pulling up to the desert. Don't you get it? Why are they calling the motherfucker dry if they from there? If I'm from there, I'm used to it being dry, therefore I don't call it dry. I'm not from there. So therefore, when I pull up and see all this dust and goddamn dirt and desert conditions, I say in Hebrew, a fur. See, truth now gonna break the code on all this bullshit. Now, why is my American people calling Africa dusty? Then when I do it in 2026, I'm wrong. My ancestor did it. This motherfucker is dusty. It's the desert. Damn, we gotta roll the damn corn over here. That's what we must do. Roll the corn and put the fruit in the ground. This shit trash. Pass me my motherfucking shovel. I'm finna irrigate the river. Find me a river. They go to Tigers and Euphrates. Let's irrigate that one first. Give me them seeds off the boat, man. These people ain't got. Put the seeds in the irrigation. Now we create the Fertile Crescent, nigga. Because we are the agriculture, not them. It was dusty and desert over there. Then we go to the Nile and do the same damn thing. You get it? Let's keep going. Because people out there don't understand this shit. Now, roll the corn. While the Phoenician origin is strong candidate, the exact etymology of Africa remains debated, right? Okay. It is debated. Other theories pointing to Berber, Afri cave, Greek, Afriki, without code, or Latin, Africa, sunny origins. Okay. It's hot as hell, sunny. Okay. Afri, Phoenician, starts with a fur. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. The land of Afri. We get you. We got you. Let me show you what happened. Let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell you the real story of our people mixing with Africans. Since y'all want to say we Africans, but we civilized their ass long before you ever wrote a book. But you don't know this because you not studied enough, right? Now, the Sidonian, the Mississippian people from the down there on the Mississippi River became the Phoenician. because they real name Sidonian, they use the term a fur involved into Berber Amazigh, term Ifri. The etymology regarding the origin of the name Africa. While some theories link the name to Phoenician root of fur, dusty, dirty, desert, where those Berbers lived at. See, as you can see here, it's two different people. The Sidonian and the Berber are not the same. The Berber is where Moor come from. The Sidonian is where the Mississippi people come from. They're not the same. So don't you take your ass to court trying to be no damn Berber and need people different. You hunter-gatherer. You ain't teaching shit. You trash. You misleading your people. You garbage. You a garbage juice smoothie mixed with ice and goddamn extra juice and slime on top of your damn garbage juice sundae. You better teach it like this or don't teach that shit at all. These are the agriculture people. These are the barbarous people. My people called Africa a fur. Dusty, dry, desert-like landscape of the goddamn region. Why are they calling it that? Because they come from agriculture paradise. Then we pull up on this damn desert. It's hot as fuck. Ain't nothing going on. Nothing but hunter-gathering. This is where the Hebrew story starts, my babies. Because the people they talking about are them people getting off them boats, or the Ivri, or the Eber, or the Hebrew, or the Paleo-Hebrew mound building culture. The Berber ain't worth a damn. He is just an African from North. His origins of the name, okay, he's just an African. The Berber just a regular African on the land, primitive, no culture. Because Berber and barbarous means no culture. Now, what happened, Truth? What happened? What happened? This refers to the Berber-speaking cave-dwelling populations that inhabited North Africa. Interesting. I thought these were the niggas with the knowledge. I thought these were the niggas who built the Moorish temples all over the world. Sound like to me they was living in caves, real primitive, until them goddamn Sidonians pulled up from the Mississippi River. That's what it looked like to me. Let's keep going. That's what happened over there, Truth. What happened? Afar from the Phoenician, dust or soil, dusty. It's dusty over there. Give me a broom. While the Phoenicians founded colonies of Carthage, right, they did not replace the indigenous Berbers. Over time, the Phoenicians and the local Amazigh populations did what? Intermarried. Then the Romans called it the land of Afri, likely flattened to merge these people. That's where you get Africa from. Now, as I taught y'all, the Sidonian Mississippian mixed with the barbarous Berber, then you get some type of Moor. You get it? Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth and what he got real history right here. Over time, we mix with them hunter-gatherers. Now, before I move on, we got to give you some basic definitions. We ain't going to make this shit hard. Berber comes from barbarous. Let's go look. Let's get some basic definitions. let's get some basic definitions for all these people thinking they kicking knowledge. Berber is derived from the Greek roots of barbarian, barbarous. So we ran into a barbarous people on a dusty ass land. See, I hate to teach it like this, but motherfuckers will not let me be great. I gotta teach it like a nigga in the hood for you to understand it. Okay, Berber, barbarous is without culture. Let's go see the definition. Because y'all acting like all these cultures come from over there in the Dust Bowl. They do not. Well, hedging, in species adaptable to poor soils and require little maintenance. Wildly landscape traditional medicine. Give me the real definition. Hunter-gatherer computer. Come on. Give me the real definition. Stop playing. Roll the coin. Hold on. Let's just go. Hold on. Barbarism. Barbarous. Let's go to barbarous. Because it's without culture. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Someone uncivilized. Barbarian. Someone uncivilized, savage, or lacking in culture. What culture are the Berber barbarian lacking? He is lacking agriculture. That's what he is lacking. He is lacking agriculture. We are agriculture people. They are lacking agriculture. Agriculture people know the stars. They know how to travel on water in boats. Agriculture people know how to do math and have languages and have conversations with each other, reason with each other. We can live at peace. We can talk. A barbarous culture just bust you upside the head for a piece of corn. Boop, ooga ooga, give me your coin. Right? Ooga ooga, boop, give me your lemon. Tear the lemon up, now they're looking for some more. Do you see the difference? The agriculture people are the Paleo Hebrews. They are the first Egyptians. They are the first Sumerians. All great cultures come from the agriculture bloodline. You get it now? So our Sidonian, Mississippi Delta bloodline people called Africa a fur. Dusty desert conditions. You can't be from there. You're not from there. We older than them, therefore we are the agriculture people who figured out agriculture first. They not older than us, so they are more primitive. So when we pull up on the boat, in the Cadillac boat, they was out there like this. Ooga. 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 We hop off the boat with fucking purple and red and blue clothes on, big ass gold hoop earrings and copper bracelets on our leg, sandals, shoes, big ass bag of crops, beautiful, tall, thick, fine women. Come on, man. Head all covered up, big long dreads greased with bear fat. We got big long dreads greased with bear fat, nigga. We got our dreads done before we even got on the water. Do my dreads before we go over here to a fur, the dusty land. Now we got big long ass bear greased up. We looking real good. We smelling good. We figured out what trees and flowers had the best smell for incense. We had the incense. We the incense people, not them. We the soap people, not them. Talking about the Moors taught the white folks how to take a bath. Yeah, after we taught them how to take a bath. Don't you understand the real history? We taught them some bitch how to take a bath. They taught the hunter-gatherer how to take a bath. Don't you understand the word? We know the truth now. Now, we start teaching them how to farm. We start teaching them how to make ships. We start teaching them astrology and math, structure building, how to build a pyramid. Y'all ain't never built no damn pyramid. Y'all guys can't even... Watch my people build that pyramid over there on the Nile, nigga. Shut up. Watch and learn, nigga. Look. You see them top Americans over there building that goddamn pyramid on the Nile? At the top of the delta of the agriculture triangle? That's our teaching. This ain't no Egyptian teaching, nigga. The first delta is on the Mississippi River. Now, people start writing down. Now, like I just told y'all, the Sidonian, the Phoenician, brung knowledge to that area. And the first Egyptian brought knowledge to the Nile. They from here too, from the southwest of America. Now, to prove my point, I love these receipts. I hope I can find it. To prove my point, the Phoenician, right? The damn Phoenician, the Sidonian, Canaanite. Who was he, Truth? Who was he? Hold on. Let's go find it. Hold on. Roll the coin. Who the hell was the Sidonian? Who did he become in history over there? Roll the coin. Hold on. This who he became over there. This is, Who is that right there? Dagon. The Sidonian became Dagon in the Middle East. Oh, y'all, are we the gods, huh? Oh, now I get it. Let me find that damn receipt, because y'all ain't gonna let me rest till I show it to you. Y'all are not gonna let Truth make it till I show you these damn receipts. Hold on. Y'all ain't gonna let me make it. That nigga lying. They did not call the Sidonian Phoenician no damn Dagon. Come on now, Truth. You been making shit up. Come on, Truth. Roll the coin. Ooh, let me ever see that. By baby, where is it? Where that joint at? I'm gonna find it. Hold on. The fish god. Where is it? The damn fish god. Hold on. Roll the coin. It was them Phoenician receipts. Hold on. Sidon. Let's keep going. I'm gonna find it. Stick with me. The Phoenician is Dagon. Where the fuck that receipt at? Now, before I go any further, watch this. Sidonians were the seafarers of ancient days, right? God of the sea. Altar of the god was sometimes huge stone. They had control over the earth. Incense was burned. We come with the good smelling shit. Incense, oils were poured. That old sacrificing of animals, that shit is a lie because we worship animals. But let's keep going. I got to find the fish god. I'm looking for the fish god. Hold on. I must find it because I got to show y'all this shit. Now, in these old newspapers, it said the Sidonian became Dagon. That's exactly what it said. Whatever see that. Now, this is when they're talking about they civilized Europe. Watch this. Watch this. They taught the barbarous races of Europe the arts and trades. They gave them alphabet, astronomy, geography, minerals, mining, and spread knowledge in every direction. The Sidonian Phoenician. Now, where's the Dagon receipt so I can digress? I got to find it. Roll the coin. They were cunning artisans, metals and fabrics, bold mariners, enterprising merchants. Come on now. You see it. I cannot find the receipt. Roll the coin. Now, in the receipt, it says that the Tyre people, the Phoenicians, became Dagon. That's exactly what it said. They became Dagon. Trying to find it. Iliad. Hold on. Where is that receipt? Let me see. I can't find it. Now, as you can see, the Sidonians inscription words are Hebrew, people. Hebrew. Sidon. I passed it. You seen it? Hold on, let's go back. I don't see it, bro. It talks about Dagon. This one right here? Or this one? There it go. Tyre and Sidon, for instance, he might take on the form of Dagon. Half man, half fish god. The Sidonian Mississippian, they're coming off the Mississippi River, became the Phoenician, and he took on the form of Dagon, the half man, half fish god for the Tyrians, and the Sidonians were the seafarers of ancient days, and their gods had to be gods of the sea. Fire. Now, we got to look at this thing a whole nother way, people. Them people they say are aliens that come from Nibiru, who taught man how to be survived. Them people really from the Mississippi River. That's us. Now you see why the lies really matter about all this earth shit, all this Arab and Anunnaki information. The Anunnaki is in a Tamari bloodline. And they hooked to one of them damn tribes. And I think they come from the tribe of Issachar. I just ain't got the receipts to prove it yet. But I'm going to prove it. Because Sumar got a lot to do with Sachal. And they got a lot to do with these people. Roll the coin. Now, what I just showed y'all is so powerful. Your people had to be so great for these people to call them aliens, people. Entities from outer space. Now, I just showed y'all. Now let's go through the Anunnaki story. Let's go through the Anunnaki story. Let's go through it. They say they taught the people to dig gold for them. I just showed y'all the Phoenician Sidonian teaching people how to dig minerals out the earth. That's where they come from, people. Let's break the Anunnaki story down to a truth. We taught them how to mine. Therefore, they dug gold after we taught them how to do it. So they transferred that over to aliens teaching human beings how to dig gold. That's one misconception of that garbage ass story. Here go the second one. We upgraded their DNA. The alien upgraded the DNA? No. The ancient Timeri bloodline mixing, intermarrying with y'all people over there upgraded your DNA through nature, not through bullshit. Because if we taller, faster, stronger, and we mix with y'all, that's going to make y'all a little bit more taller, faster, and stronger. Shit common sense, man. Like the women be saying, I'm trying to marry a ball player because I want my son to go to the league. That's what's going on. Why do the barbarous women they looking at these so-called gods, we got to have babies. That's when you come with the biblical story of the fallen angels having babies with humans. See, y'all don't get it, bro. This shit's so over some people's head, but y'all gonna get it one day. The fallen angels came down and had babies with the mere human being woman. They talking about your ancient bloodline mixing with their young ass bloodline. Having the Nephites and all this old shit. That's what they talking about. Why you think on the old artifacts, the so-called Sumerian tall, and they got these short-ass goddamn hunter-gatherers? The Sumerian tall with clothes on and big-ass oxes, swords and daggers. Then you see the hunter-gatherer over there plowing the field. Now, why you think they became kings? Why you think the Sumerians wrote the kings list? Because the bloodline of the ancient Timeri people was the first people on the kings list. We brought that knowledge with us because we knew the kings from our ancient land going into the new land. So you keep writing the kings list. We knew our ancestry. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all we come from an ancestry because our people wrote that shit down. We're the only people on the world to write your ancestry down. They didn't start doing it until they saw us doing it on their land. That's why the Adam and Eve hunter-gatherer story of the Bible starts with their history. It don't start with ours. You get it? They're telling their story intermixed with our ancient story. Their story is they are naked, two naked hunter-gatherers, and then Nachash brings them an apple. Now, I'm Nachash. I'm the snake people. The snake people, roll the coin. That's the ancient bloodline. The new Adama and Eve is the hunter-gatherer African-European bloodline. So let's say we know the truth now is Nachash. Before I tell y'all who Nachash is, let me show you. Nachash is the snake that brought the apple to Adam and Eve, right? Nachash in the Bible, the Garden of Eden. Let's go look that up. Show y'all who it is before I give y'all the story. Nachash. Now, what does Nachash mean? Break this shit down now, people. Nachash is Nachash. The same word as the Nachash Indians. You get it? The snake people. Nachash is the same etymology as Nachash. Nachazan. This is where the Nachash get their name from. The melanated Indians are the Nachash, the same snake people. The Phoenician Sidonians had the snake as their ideology. The first Egyptians had the snake on their goddamn headdress. Now y'all starting to understand what's going on? Now, Nachash is the Hebrew word of the serpent in Genesis described. Crafty and subtle creature in the Garden of Eden. Now, what did Nachash do? They say Nachash is evil or Satan, right? He's a snake. What does he do? He brings an apple, sorcery, ability to speak and reason, divination, right? The role in the fall of man. The serpents act as a tempter, questioning God's command, promising wisdom to Eve, which directly leads to a fall of humanity. Do what they say. Now what does Nachash and Nachash represent? The snake people. What do the snake people bring? Snake people got this. Apples, oranges, right? I take an apple to a hunter-gatherer, right? That's the Adam and Eve story. I give you this and tell you you could be self-sufficient in nature. You ain't got to depend on that other stuff. Now I'm deemed evil or I'm deemed Satan. Now nature's teachings after that point becomes evil, all of it. Now I'm a sorcerer because I got an apple. Now I'm a hoodoo priest because I use something, a plant, to eat. And I healed myself. Right? Now, after that point of Nachash or Nachash or Nachazin people, who the fuck y'all think put them snakes on the ground in America? Huh? Think about it. Who put them snakes on the ground in Florida? Who put that snake in Ohio? Who put that snake in Chicago? Snake mound. Who put the snake mound in Mississippi and Alabama and Louisiana? The mound shaped like a snake. Who put that there? Huh? The Nachash people did it. The Nachash people did it. Why you think the Natch is still named the Nachash Indians, nigga? See, you don't know where you come from. You think you just an American Indian. Nigga, you a whole goddamn Paleo-Hebrew. You a whole Phoenician bloodline. You a whole first Egyptian. You a whole first Sumerian bloodline. You don't even know it. You just think you just an Indian from Mississippi. Nah, big dog. All them cultures built mounds. Every last one of them. The Sumerians built mounds. The first Egyptians built mounds. The first Olmec built mounds. Mayans built mounds, nigga. That Mississippi River, the ancestor of all these people. And we sitting around acting like these other people around the world. We got half-breed niggas talking about they Jaguar Balams, priests. No, y'all not. Nah, big dog. The original come from that same bloodline from the Mississippi clay, nigga. You got some of that fur blood in dirt in your face. The dusty dirt. You don't come from that red clay like that. Stop playing with me. Go play with somebody you can teach some bullshit. You don't come from that red clay 100%, you capping. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Because I know the real story. Now, up there where the Mississippi River was created, coming out of the springs of the earth, our people put a fucking snake right there by it, on the ground. I can show it to you. Roll the coin. Our people put the snake right there where the Mississippi River started up there by Minnesota. I mean up there in the up Canada way of the land, showing you who is the real Nachash. That motherfucker so old that you don't even I can't even date it back, right? We don't know that because we don't know our history, right? When that snake pop up in different places of the world, that's all us coming out of the Mississippi River. Naga, Zai people, first Egyptian, first Sumerian. Indus Valley comes from Indian. Indus is Indian. Indus Valley is our people. They melanated. I got old receipts, old artifacts of Indus Valley, old artifacts of the first Egyptian dynasty. All of our people. The first Hebrew, the first Phoenician, the first Carthaginian, the first Cretan, all the snake people, all Nachash, Nachash in the Bible. So what they did was, told you was evil, made you turn away from nature, made you turn to their God. Right? Everywhere you put something in nature, they go back and sacrifice an animal that you once praised on top of your ancient culture. So now they found an old mound that your people built, cut a cow up right on top of it to appease their God instead of appeasing nature like your people used to do. Right? That's what the Ashkenazi Jew is doing. Right? He uses your principles to live, but he disrespects your sites as much as he can because he is biting your culture. He took your nature's culture and turned it into a Jewish culture. Now let's go back to that word. Jewels of God, jewels of nature. That's where you get Jew from. Right? Jewels of nature. In the eyes of the Creator, these are my people, the chosen people. The jewels of God, the jewels of nature. That's where you get Jew from. They're not talking about them people. Somebody go research this and come back in the chat. Somebody go pull up Segullah. Segullah. Segullah in Hebrew and come back and tell me what it means. Segullah. Gullah Geechee, right? Pull up Segullah. Come back and tell me what it means in the chat. It sure ain't African. Segullah. Hebrew definition. And come back and put it in the chat. The treasured possession. The chosen people. The jewels of God. Am I lying? See, I'm gonna let y'all do the research on your phone. Y'all think my computer hacked. The valued property of who? Huh? Who had a special treasure of? Put it in the chat. Special property in Hebrew, huh? Come on with it now. Of God. Now, if God is nature, that means they God's jewels. That's where you get Jew from. I know y'all feel my pain because you can't deny this shit. Right? You can't deny the truth. The truth ain't gonna let you, the truth gonna set you free. Now, why in the hell, nigga said wowzers. Now, why in the hell do we got a tribe called Segullah on the Ogeechee River, which they call Gullah Geechee? Their name come from Hebrew. They ain't got nothing to do with no Africa. Gullah come from Segullah, the chosen people. Geechee come from Ogeechee River. The chosen, the nature's chosen people who lived on the Ogeechee River. Gullah Geechee, Paleo Hebrews, ancestor were mound builder from Tamari. Facts. You get it? Do you understand it? Now, our ancestors are those people. Y'all still the chosen people of nature and the chosen people of God right now. Adolf Hitler said it out his own mouth. They won't teach you that. Adolf Hitler said, those melanated Americans are the jewels of God. I ain't gonna teach you that. Why you think he going at them Ashkenazis? Because he know who the jewels of God is. I got the receipt of him saying it. I got the receipt. Don't worry about that. Now, he know who these people are. See, people from other countries know who you are. You know why they know who you are? Because they come from a culture without agra. This was esteemed by the Hebrew. The pomegranate was esteemed by the Paleo-Hebrew. The fig, the olive, the citron trees, the palm trees, nigga. Now, if our people brought palm trees to a fur, which is the dusty desert, now you start to see your real history, right? Because palm trees once grew all over the Mississippi Delta. They won't teach you that. Now, palm trees, Sumerians, let's go look at what they were doing to them. Because the palm tree was planted by our people on their land. You get it? Let's go look at Sumerians. Now your history start to bloom, right? Roll the coin. They would not let me look at this shit. There we go. Now you see what's going on. Giants among palm trees. Interesting. The land of palm, Phoenicia. The Sidonian. Now, Sumer, Mesopotamia. Agricultural practices, earliest known civilization on their land. See, they are teaching when our agriculture hit their land, that's when they say civilization started. They are a lie. That's when our culture came to their land. But they try to tell the story from the beginning with these people. This is just one of the tribes from America growing American palm trees in Mesopotamia. Let's go back. Now look at all these damn trees over there we planted a long time ago. Look at that shit. All on the reliefs. Trees in Samaria. Now look at the irrigation system of the trees. Human irrigation, tamarisk trees. We got Tamarack, Florida, with these same trees, the city named Tamar, Florida. Go look it up. Look at that right there. Human irrigation. We put that tree from Tamari on their fucking rivers. Do you get it? There we go right there, the date palm. Now, the date palm is the tree of life, right? Over there. You think it ain't? Let me show you. Why is our tree the tree of life for them people? See, you get to seeing all this shit right here, biblical origins, and then you get to thinking, look at that. See? You get to thinking these some type of aliens. Whole time, that's a goddamn tamarack tree. Our people are dressed a certain type of way. with peas and corn and everything else growing from the motherfucker. Roll the corn. Look, Iraq, the date palm are the pillars you hung grapevines on. This our shit. We created this agriculture and brought it to their land. That's why we were the kings of their land. Do you get it? All these crops come from America. Shit don't come from no desert. Let's go back. Now, you get this. Get to looking at this. You think this some alien shit. Abraham, right? Hold on. Tree of life. Why is this the tree of life? Huh? Tree of life connects to all forms of creation, symbolizing both world tree and cosmic tree, right? What the hell? I'm just gonna dim my shit like that. Hold on. Now, in the spring, the green leaves of trees symbolizes rebirth. Everything symbolizes rebirth in the spring, even Osiris, people. Even Osiris, all that stuff come from the spring. The resurrection, so-called, right? So now, you see these extremely tall people with these trees. We all know all the giants was buried in America. All the melanated giants, the ancestors of these people. Don't you understand it? We taught them agriculture. Now they called us gods. You understand it now? Now let's go to Egypt. Palm tree. In Egypt. Egypt. Same teaching, it just look a little different because the people from a different part of America that came to Egypt. Just a different part. Them Sumerian people are some type of Indians from the northeast of America, right? Mizraim people come from the southwest. That's why they settled on the Nile in the desert, right? Roll the corn. Now, as you can see, our people showing respect to the date palm tree, an American tree. With the same damn X and symbolism, the hieroglyphics turned from ancient Paleo-Hebrew languages to hieroglyphics over time. Just like it did with cuneiform. A different form of writing stems from Paleo-Hebrew from the southwest. A different form came from the Canaanites, and a different form ended up coming from the so-called Sumerians. But all of it is based in Paleo-Hebrew, a fact. And I can prove it because I can go back and show y'all that the Sumerians were writing languages talking about corn debt. The debt of corn that people owed them in the desert, people. Facts. Facts. Now you start to see this type of stuff here. Trees in ancient Egypt. They know that these trees are American trees. They know it. The mulberry tree. Mulberries are from Timeri. Y'all can stop the bullshit. You see mulberry tree? That's just how the ancestors work. Watch this. Watch this. Mulberry. From America. It shows you a mulberry tree in Egypt. Watch this. Watch this. Where that motherfucker from, Truth? The Native American red mulberry. From the Atlantic coast to the Great Plains. Why the fuck is a mulberry tree in Egypt? Because we took it there. You get it? Roll the corn. Roll the mulberries. See what I'm saying? The red mulberry is primary native species in North America, people. Roll the goddamn mulberries. I can roll corn, mulberries, cedar tree. What you want me to roll today? Huh? The pomegranate, the citron, the lemon. What you want me to roll? The cedar trees, the incense. What do you want me to roll? I ain't got to use the corn no more. Corn, I use corn up. I ain't got to. I'm going to change my slogan to roll the mulberries. You see, okay, that's enough of that, bro. I ain't going to go no deeper into that. I want y'all to look into that because that's how you break the code, right? Now, we are these great people. Now, if you think palm trees don't come from the Mississippi Delta, they weren't never there. Let me show you that. Let me show you that. Because the Phoenicians planted a whole lot of them trees. A whole lot of them trees. Palm trees, specifically dwarf palmettos. And sometimes the larger species exist in the Mississippi Delta and the broader Gulf coastal plain. Shrub-like palms are common in regions, bottomland forest. Species like the windmill palm, cabbage palm, also grown in Mississippi. 2 or 3 type of palm trees, right? Now they called the Phoenicians the land of palm. They took them palm trees and planted them over there on that side of the world. Facts. And I wanted to show y'all that because it's the truth. Hold on. There was something I wanted to show y'all too. Let me see. Now this Casey Macon receipt. Watch this. Casey Macon. Shout out to Casey Macon for the receipt. Watch this. American Indians. The hair on the head of the American Indians is deficient in lustrity, right? Watch this. They grease their locks. They grease their locks. They appear to be seldom combed and washed, right? But they got feathers and other foreign matter among the Indian hair. Not to mention some other things still more exceptional. They grease their locks. They grease their locks. Bro, these people know these southeastern Indians around here had dreads in their head, bro. When you see a Native American with some locks? Locks? Their hair can't lock, people. Ain't no lock on the door of a Native American hair. Ain't no door lock up there. You just walk right in. Listen, and ain't no locking going on with none of their hair. You grease your locks. We are still greasing locks today. My damn cousin just was FaceTime me getting his damn locks greased and done, retwisted, whatever the fuck they call it. I'm bald head. I don't fucking know. They grease they locks. The American Indian grease they locks. Bear grease they locks, huh? These people knew who the southeastern Indians was, people. They knew. They still know. We just got to start knowing who we are. Roll the corn. This is what happened to our culture. Because ain't no motherfucking Josiah greased his locks. Josiah didn't grease his locks, bro. Josiah, did you grease your locks today? Huh? You need a retwist, nigga? You are not the original tribe of the land. They knew that these certain type of Indians in the southeast of America were the descendants of the mound builders, and you Native Americans were not those people. They talk about it in every ancient old book I ever read. They say the Native Americans are not sufficient with the mound builder. They are not the same people. They skulls different. They don't till the soil. The mound builder tills the soil. He has a culture, an agriculture. You are barbarous. The white man said that, not me. He know the truth. He the one hiding it. I'm going to say this, y'all. Roll the coin. Appreciate y'all for cash yapping me too, man. I appreciate that. I'm going to say this, y'all. Roll the coin. Appreciate y'all for cash yapping me too, man. I appreciate that. Me too, man. I appreciate that. Now, put a 2 in the chat, bro. Put a 2 in the chat. Love y'all, I'm in love with you. Now, appreciate the cash out. That's the cash out right there. Appreciate that. What I gotta say is, let's look around the South. Let's look around the Southeast, right? All these rich neighborhoods, all these neighborhoods sitting on golf courses and lakes and beautiful riverfront properties and beautiful oceanic properties down there in the Gulf Coast and in the Gulf of Mexico and Florida and Virginia and Carolina. All these billion-dollar houses sitting out there on the water. That's some of y'all shit. And I ain't just talking about materialism. I'm talking about this just really, it's just your shit. I don't care if it was a hut or a mansion. It's on your land. It's your shit. I don't care what's out there. It ain't about the money or the status or how it look or big. See that we too caught up in the money. I'm just caught up in this our stuff, bro. That's it. That's all I'm caught up in. All that beautiful land stretching down all through there from Carolina all the way around Florida, all the way through Mississippi, Louisiana, all the way to Texas, Corpus Christi. Listen, all that shit is ours. And we got people who want a part of it. So they come from different backgrounds, trying to claim your background because you are the only background blood tied to that land. A Moor not blood tied to that land, people. You can claim to be a Moor all you want, but they're not going to never blood tie you to no land down there in Mississippi, down there in Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. You talk your ass off. But you going there with some Moorish paperwork thinking you finna get some of that beautiful land. No. You ain't even on the list to even try to even see none. If that's what you're trying to do. We can't even get it back, and you trying to get it through another fake people. Now, that's why they switch over to be an American Indian. That's why they try to switch over to be an American Indian. MUUR, original people of the land. Because they know they blood tied to the land. Only people. They try to give it to the Native American, right? They try to give it to the Native American, but he's not neither. So you can just throw him on a reservation on some barren land, and he gonna shut the fuck up, right? Ain't nothing he really could say. Because when they try to buck too hard, They put them back in their place and let them know they're not the real indigenous people. Stay on the reservation and be quiet. Right? Because ain't no way them people are original people and y'all let these people get all this beautiful land and they put y'all in the middle of the damn mountains with nothing in Montana. Ain't no way y'all originally they push y'all land to Montana on barren land. So now, all our people still live in these areas that's policed. I call them the indigenous police. That's what I call them. The IP. Y'all are fucking with people from the land. It ain't driving while black. It's driving while indigenous, nigga. It ain't just because you black. You driving while black and the police harass. They harassing indigenous people. They want you to pay their tickets and their taxes, build their roads and build their houses. You get it? It's bigger than you just being a black man and a black woman in a car. You indigenous to the land. We got to tax you. The first police were indigenous police. You don't know that? First police wasn't here for no... The Klan wasn't for no black people. The Klan for indigenous people. See, that's what they want you to think. Everything ain't black. No. This shit deeper than you just being melanated. Come on now. 2026. 2026 now. Come on now. Let's move along. See, you think that it's just racist, the Klan. No, bro. You still on that 1972 ass shit? No. Let me school you. The Klan has history of targeting indigenous people. Wasn't no Native American down there in the South where the Klan lived. Who was out there? Who was there? See, I'm going to put a whole nother thought in your head, bro. I'm going to break the code on all the bullshit. I'm going to break you from all that old black power. No, it ain't about you being no melanated. It ain't what it is. Indigenous people just happen to be melanated. That ain't really what it's really for. You threaten their vision of their new country they want to build. You threaten it. You ghetto. You ratchet. You are threatening the country, that the vision that they want to build. It ain't just because you melanated. Roll the corn, man. You got to switch up your thought process to understand these people. When you walk through that YT neighborhood, your indigenous ass don't pose to be there. We tried to put all the indigenous niggas out of here. You just happen to be melanated at the same damn time, right? They don't want your ass. It ain't even about you being that color. It's about, we don't want you trying to say this your land in the future. Get your ass out of my town. It ain't just because you black. You might want the land back one day. You cause a bigger problem than what you think you do. You just think you in the neighborhood chilling. They think you out there scoping out your ancestors' land. They scared. Get him out of here. Everybody be like, where you from? You live out here? What's going on? Where you from? You from this town? You from this area? Oh, you from over here? Oh, damn, he might understand this is land. Get him out of here, police. You don't even understand, bro. You think you just a nigga. No, you bigger than that. You just a nigga. Nah, you bigger than this. Come on now. Come on now. Sharpen this shit up. Sharpen the mind up, bro. Roll the coin. Watch this. Watch this. Roll the coin. You think you just a nigga. That's what you think. Early policing in the Americas linked to settler colonialism, which militarized forces and patrols frequently utilized to control, remove, or oppress indigenous people. Police established 1869 enforced federal laws on reservations, right? Breaking down traditional structures to indigenous population. But it starts with indigenous people. Then it turns into police of a city, police of a town, a state, a sheriff, a state trooper, all that old type of shit. They are here to police indigenous people first, right? Military violence against indigenous people to protect settlers' interests. So while you think you calling the police, that's why they call them, because they are settler. They're here to protect the settlers' interest, not yours. Not yours. Not yours. You get it? Now, how can somebody like the young man who got unalived in Florida, that man can go to court and walk right up out of there with not even a slap on the wrist? How can it happen? Stand your ground shit, right? How can it happen? It's murder, bro. So how it happened is they're looking out for settlers' interests. He is in an area where settlers are at. Something happened to him. Now he don't even supposed to be over there. He just got unalive because he was over there. And people get away with it just because where he was at. Now, if that would have happened to him in the hood, they would have threw one of our people away. You get it? You got to look at this thing different. The laws are enforced to protect settlers first. Then they break down the specifics of what happened. So that's why us riding through the wrong area, they hit the lights. They're protecting the interests of the people who live there. Even you ain't done absolutely nothing, but you don't supposed to be over there. That's how they feel. We know the truth now. That's what happens. So, hope y'all learned something about the Moors today, right? And understand that is a foreign teaching with unlegitimate paperwork. This is what y'all look for. This is what y'all got to start looking for. Anybody asking you to fill out paperwork and pay to be a member is using Moorish tactics. Anybody asks you to pay to come to their land and do all this and become a member and all that is a Moorish teaching, right? Anybody sweet talking and doing all this sovereignty and paperwork, and anybody doing all that sweet talking about that shit got another agenda. Because they would never show you going into a real court of law using that paperwork and it worked. They would never. Tell them put one of them videos up on TikTok. Put the video up on TikTok or you using your paperwork to get anything through a court of law. Put it up on TikTok. Please. I want to see it. Because when I go through the court cases, all I see is fraudulent stuff. And I'm not saying y'all wrong for trying to get over on the government, but I ain't got time for this shit. See, I'm not a scammer. So y'all got time to try to scam because y'all low vibration, right? You trying to figure out a way to get over. We ain't trying to figure out no way to get over. Y'all are. Because you've been taught by African deceivers, Arab deceivers. So, therefore, your game is to get over. And the biggest game to play to get over on is the government. And you want to play that game. But that game ain't going to get you nowhere but in federal prison. Keep on playing with them people. You better off just coming as the people from the land and stop doing all that old extra shit. Because doing all that old extra Moorish and sovereign paperwork, all that old, boy, they already don't like Moors, I'm telling you now. They fought them all through their history. You think they still don't like them? They playing on our vulnerability. You're exactly right. They want you to join something, pay a fee to join it, bag they cause, and they not finna get nothing done. Because Europeans do not like Moors. You're not finna go on them people courtroom and play on them people, bro. They already know who you are. So go print you up a license and a fake car tag. Them folk gonna take your ass straight to the county. Go do it. Go put Moorish Science Temple teacher on your tag and go and drive up the highway. See if your ass can make it up. See if you can make it out the state. I doubt it. Make the motherfucker lime green so they can see it. Big lime green Moorish tag. Put please. Make the motherfucker lime green so they can see it. Big lime green Moorish tag. Put please. You're not gonna make it. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Y'all have a good day. Roll the corn. We know the truth now.